Today, we have a very interesting video. Usually the point of these performance review videos is to show you the viewership, what's doing well, what's doing bad, and try to understand. But due to the shadow ban, and if you're not familiar with what's going on right now, YouTube has decided to basically put a kill switch and prevent my videos being shown up to a bunch of people who are basically not subscribers. And this is significant. And again, I think it's extremely cringe when content creators cry about their videos not getting viewership. A lot of people have this notion, they have a misunderstanding of what a shadow ban is, and they simply see a video, for example, like this. They see, some people genuinely are so stupid that they think that this plateau is like YouTube shadow banning them. That's not what I'm talking about. Today, I'm here to bring you actual evidence, analytics behind the scenes to give you an idea of what's happening to our current channel. Now, right now, I have two separate things. First of all, I'm going to bring you some anecdotal evidence. What's an anecdotal evidence? Anecdotal evidence basically means no statistics, no numbers, all pure vibes and feelings. But I think there is definitely some merit to this. Because, here we go. We have a lot of comments in this video where I asked exactly what's going on. It's already a part of my daily routine to check your channels for new uploads, Twitch and YouTube, since I discovered your channel just recently. This isn't, them saying, I'm trying to basically show you guys, like, here we go. So this was why I couldn't see your videos on my recommended tab. Thank God I checked your channel today, right? Dude, no wonder the views are being weird. I was confused on why the average views are dropping. Yeah. I was wondering why he wasn't appearing in my recommendations lately. I had to search his channel manually to see what's happening. You see over and over people that they don't even see my video showing up at the home tab. And quite often, what happens when people do go on YouTube is, first thing they open up the home page, boom, you get recommended shit, right? And then you click on the videos based on, your interest. But my videos are no longer even oh, Jesus Christ. My videos are no longer showing up there. Here's some a little bit more anecdotal evidence. True, sometimes I need to refresh the main YouTube page 3 to 5 times and see a video that was uploaded 2 hours ago. Had to search for your channel because I wasn't getting recommendations or notification, but this is temporary, right? What else is there? Real. My ass wasn't even receiving notifications, even though I normally check the channel, so it's not a really problem for me. Oh, that's why I don't even receive a notification recommendation. This sucks, right? Don't even receive recommendations, right? Notification. Yeah, it wasn't showing us videos, right? No wonder I found myself needing to go to the actual channel, right? Look at this. Does it have to do with anything with 2 strikes? And I will explain that too, because we do have currently 2 copyright strikes, and no, I believe that this is not the case, right? What other ones are there? Man, I thought I'm the one that got shadow banned on your channel because I'm not even getting recommendations on your video, and I scroll down, right? Look at this shit. I literally had to search for your videos. Was wondering why I couldn't even see the videos in the subscription list since I do scroll. Noticed you were missing. Then realized haven't even seen any for 3 to 4 days already. That's literally how long we've been shadow banned for. I was waiting for the weekly down video in my recommendation. So not seeing it at the usual time made me actually search for the channel. I could go on and on and on. There's so many more other comments in my other videos saying the same shit too, of like, holy shit, I didn't even know you posted the video. So right now, this is the anecdotal evidence, right? Just pure vibes, pure just feels, right? There's no numbers, yet a lot of people who are frequent viewers of my channel don't even know that I posted videos for the last 3 to 4 days. Now, what I'm about to now show you is a set of different charts, and it looks very intimidating. It looks very intimidating, but I'll break this down as easy as possible for you so that I will prove to you of what's actually happening. First thing is a very funny comment. A very funny comment from a video where as soon as I made this video, right? As soon as I made the I got shadow banned video, there was this video. And basically, you can see the comment here. Someone claims to have worked for YouTube for 5 fucking years, and they think that, oh, it's not a shadow ban. It's because algorithm checks your previous videos. If you keep posting 10 to 20 videos per day and don't let your viewers view all the video, of course your videos will not get pushed out. I cannot believe that a YouTube staff of 5 years is this retarded, but let me prove that this is just wrong. One of the most easiest way that you would know that this is wrong is by understanding that my upload schedule has literally not changed over the last year. I have been uploading like 8 videos on average every day for like the last year. And you're telling me that the performance was perfectly fine up until the last 4 to 5 days and suddenly things changed? Does that even make sense to you? Here's another thing, if you can't understand that. What you see here is a graph. You see the timeline here, it's a lifetime. And right over here, the purple bar is the views by traffic source. It's just views, right? These are just views on like a daily basis. And what you see in the green is videos published. The secondary metric shows you, on average, how many videos are you actually publishing. And you can see that the change that happened recently, in December, I believe it was December 13th, we are averaging about 8 videos a day. In fact, I'm publishing less videos compared to before, and this is ReZero time. The reason why these numbers are so much higher than these numbers is obviously ReZero was such a crazy fucking trend and such a series that resonated with their audience so much. There was an endless amount of content that was pumping out. I was actually going overboard, bro. Like straight up, averaging like 10 plus videos like crazy. Now, you're telling me that after working at YouTube for 5 fucking years, you can't even understand the logic that the content output has not changed and you think this is a kill switch? And notice here, notice how the purple line drops off here. You see that shit? See this immediate drop off? This is what I'm talking about the shadow ban. So first of all, that notion of publishing too many videos, that's just false. That has nothing to do with it. Next, I'm going to show you a different chart. This chart is comparing 2 separate things. Returning viewers is the purple line, and the green one is the new viewers. Okay, just to show you even more evidence that things are rapidly just dropping off. Do you notice that over here, things just died off as soon as we hit December 12th and 13th? That drop off never fucking happens. And you might argue, well, I see spikes, you know, dropping down here and stuff like that too. Let's bring this up and zoom a little bit closer so I can give you a better understanding of what's happening. Okay? I'm going to bring Microsoft Paint here to obviously enhance and zoom in. But what I want you guys to understand here is this drop off. This is what I'm talking to you about, right? This is what I'm talking about. Here. This is what I'm talking about when I say the shadow ban, okay? Up till this point, we were fucking chilling, right? And yes, there are areas like this happening, right? Something like this or something like this. Basically, what you need to understand is that there's a baseline of viewership that's kind of like here. You can clearly see that this is kind of like the average baseline, right? Some videos are going to pop off. Some videos won't, right? We'll have Asmongold reaction going fucking 40K views out of nowhere, or a Blue Lock interview that just goes crazy. Or we'll have random episodes that we're just, you know, not doing too well. But notice the spike is pretty sensible in these areas, right? Like this area and this area, you can see that there is like a pretty decent average of playing around in this lane, right? This is different. This kind of drop is so fucking sudden that it's overnight. And again, what is the purple line? The purple line is the traffic source of returning viewers. My returning viewers don't even know I'm publishing videos anymore. As you've seen from the anecdotal evidence, people don't even see my recommendations. So again, this chart is just showing you, highlighting exactly what's happening at the moment of the shadow ban. Here's another thing. This chart, it looks very messy. I know it looks extremely messy. So let's try to break this down. There is no secondary metric here. Basically, this is just all impressions of traffic source. And what are impressions? When you go to YouTube and you just open the home page, you'll see a bunch of shit just being recommended. This guy just got an impression from me. This guy got an impression from me. And if I actually click onto it, then that's kind of like the impression click-through rate. But basically, how many times do you actually see the thumbnail, right? That's what counts as an impression. This chart is simply showing you the different ways that a video gets impressions. For example, right? Let's look at the lines here. Do you see that? The blue line is browse features. What is browse features? This is literally browse features. Your recommendation tab. That's what that is. What else is there? There's channel pages, which means you actually have to go to the channel to, you know, see the video, which is funny because you see the green line here. Sorry if you guys can't really see this too well. You see the green line here? See how it's fucking spiking? Because people are figuring out that I'm not even like posting videos anymore. They're like, oh, shit, is he posting videos? I don't even know if he's gonna recommend it. What else is there? There's a YouTube search engine, which is red. And again, search engine is really unnecessary in order to grow a channel. You gotta use the recommendation system. And you have suggested videos. Two lines I want you to really focus on is the suggested videos and the browse features. Okay? Suggested videos and browse features. And if we again zoom in on the December 12th to 13th area, right? Let me just bring this over here. I'm going to bring you this chart. Go over here. And again, let's look at exactly what's happening in this area. Remember, I want you to look at the blue and the purple, because blue and purple are browse features and suggested videos, which makes up the recommendations. This is the bulk of the viewership, the traffic source that you see when you watch videos like this, or let's say you click onto a video and then you get this shit here on the side. These are suggested videos, okay? Suggested videos and recommendations, okay? You can clearly see that there is a kill switch that happens right over here. It's actually stupid how significant of a drop it is. And listen, again, I think it's so cringe to complain about viewership. All you have to do is make good videos that aligns with your audience and you can grow. And I've shown you that I can grow. I shut the fuck up. I don't complain. I put my head down and I grind. But if I were to start falling off, then at least show me a historical pattern that I'm dropping, right? That over time, eventually, that viewership is going down. But that's not the case. I'm killing it. I am absolutely fucking killing it. Do you see this shit? It's just up, up, up. Yet overnight, I get fucked out of nowhere. This kind of overnight drop is absolutely insane. So now I have shown you 3 separate charts, right? A chart showing you that the amount of published videos has not changed. It's not the volume of content that I'm putting out that's suddenly dropping this viewership here. I've shown you that the returning audience is also just fucking dying down. And I've shown you that the impressions going through the recommendation system just has a kill switch that died. And it's so funny that obviously as people, remember, blue and purple are the recommendation system, browse features and, suggested videos. Yet look at this part. You see the green going up? These are the amount of people that's realizing that shit. I haven't seen his videos recently. I gotta go to his channel to actually see the videos. Isn't that ridiculous? And we're not done yet. Right now, I have shown you a couple graphs that really explain like the drop in viewership. Now, let me build off of this. Let me build off of this and show you something even crazier. So remember, the target date right now, the target date as in like the moment that everything changed, which is actually funny. It's actually, this is the moment I'm pretty sure. On December 13th, something fucking changed. And let me just give you, let's compare Apothecary Diaries, for example, right? This is a December 12th video, right? Even just like random videos here. I want you to really focus on, I don't care about the viewership, okay? Don't care about this numbers, that doesn't matter. What I'm gonna show you is these numbers, okay? Watch time from subscribers. Because on the 12th, everything is fine. And again, this is a random, YouTube commentary video. You'll realize that most of the videos are 50-50 split. It's very close. Now, I'm gonna filter by Apothecary Diaries only. And I will show you the drastic change in viewership after December 12th. Because again, let's bring a couple videos back, right? One from December 9th, one from December 12th, and I'm gonna compare 15 and 16. You can already see a difference in the number of viewership. We can't even clear 3,000 anymore. The amount of likes is also going down. Why is that the case? Let me explain to you. So boom, this is again, the December 12th video. 50-50 split, great. Got like what? 4.4K views, right? Great. This is December 15th. This shit, nerfed. 67-32 split. My videos only go out to my subscribers mostly. While every other video is pretty much 50-50, now we get a much more fucked up ratio. And while you think that this ratio isn't actually that bad, it's because it's a community series. I'll prove to you something else even later when we compare some other weekly seasonal numbers. And here's the most recent video. 72-27.8 split. This is not normal. This is an immediate kill switch that happened on December 13th. And that's just one series, right? And you're gonna say, I'm just complaining? I'm just complaining for no fucking reason? Let's compare some other shit. Assassination Classroom. You know what the saddest thing about Assassination Classroom right now? We are literally at the end of Assassination Classroom, where this is the peak content. This is the finale of what's gonna happen to Koro Sensei. Let's look at the viewership of 7, 8, 9, right? Or like even before, like these videos, right? Let's compare the videos from like a week back and compare videos after the 13th, right? Let's compare all three of these videos. 1, 2, 3. So boom, here we go, right? Video published before the shadow ban, 50-50 split. Great. You getting like what? 3.7k views? Great. Video before the shadow ban, 4k views, 50-50 split. Great. Before the shadow ban? Sorry. Yeah, before the shadow ban, 55-45. It's not as, as good, but this episode also wasn't the most exciting one. Now, let's look at the viewership for content that literally has no, the kill switch happened, right? 60-40, not that bad. I think it's because, look at this. A lot of people are starting to really go, like something happened here. A lot of people, it's starting to get pushed out more and more. Here's this video. 70-30 almost. This is not normal, bro. 70-30 split in this video. What the fuck? And no, this is not because these videos are new. No. It's not because this ratio does not stabilize over a week. No. Immediately, it's a 50-50 split, okay? And that's for Assassination Classroom. Let me bring you another example. Let's compare now. Let's compare now. Railgun. Let's compare Railgun viewership, right? So I'll bring you videos before the ban. These videos, right? December 6th, 7th, 12th, and this is the cutoff. 12th is the cutoff. Then I'll compare the most recent ones. So again, 4.3k views, audience split 50-50. Great. 3.6k views, audience split 50-50. This is the beginning of the shadow ban. And it's actually kind of cool to see that there's a spike in the viewership now. I think that YouTube algorithm is definitely starting to stabilize more. I think that the algorithm is trying to push my content out. It's like kind of it's like catching up for the lost views is my assumption of why there's like an initial spike here. Look at this shit. 60-40. Look at this shit. Almost like 65-35. Right? Look at this shit. 65-35. I'm getting fucked. I'm missing out so much of the views. Here's another show. Now, I've shown you community series. Community series is definitely the 50-50 ballpark. Here's a really condemning one. Blue Lock. What happens to a show when the entire content is carried by tourists, right? Let's compare a couple of these videos and then the most recent Blue Lock video, right? Because Blue Lock was never my content. Blue Lock was always tourist city. Because there was always a 70-30 split of not subs to subs watching. What does this mean? My audience doesn't really resonate with Blue Lock. But there's a bunch of non-subscribers, a bunch of tourists that love this shit, that loves my content. So Blue Lock, that's why every performance review I say, I didn't earn this shit. This is not a 50-50 split. It's heavily skewed towards the not-sub, 65-35, right? And notice the viewership too, 70, like 30 almost, right? Look at this shit. And the viewership is crazy. 8.3k. 4.5k. It's 8.5k. And then the fucked up thing is the most recent episode, which it looks like it's performing well, right? According to the chart it is. But it should be near 10k. Because if you look at the audience tab, what the fuck is happening here? Isn't this condemning evidence here? Like everything I've shown you already is condemning evidence, but I'm trying to give you an example that's even more exaggerated for a show that is heavily carried by non-subs. Right? Which I've shown you every performance review. This split you can see is 70-30. Now you're telling me it got split? You're telling me suddenly out of nowhere that my audience loves Blue Lock more than, tourists? No. This is a very good example of an exaggerated example where tourists love this shit, but they don't even know I published a video. Because again, I've shown you these different metrics where the impressions are just fucking dead, bro. And yes, this is the most hype episode, and that's the thing that it really sucks. I should be cashing out right now. This should be at this level, right? The episode before Ashita was cool, 8.3k views, bro. We should be on 10k here, but I'm missing out. Let me compare some other videos. Here's another one, Ranma. Ranma is also another show that was pretty much really doing well by, let's compare the old videos, right? And then let's compare the most recent video. You can see already how much of a difference in viewership there is, right? Look at this. Like everything else, 5k, 3k, 4k. Look at the amount of likes too. Over 300, almost 400, right? And then boom, what the fuck happens here? I wonder. Look at this shit, right? 5k, audience split, kind of like Blue Lock, 70-30. Ranma is also heavy tourist content. Here's this over here. 66-35, right? Still not shadow banned yet. Heavily tourist content, right? And then this is still tourist content. And now let's see what happens with the most recent episode. And on paper, looks like it's doing well, right? Yeah, sure. You see this? Not as exaggerated as Blue Lock, but I'm getting fucked. My videos don't get anything. And also, -1 sub, yes, please. If like unsub, honestly. If you're watching my videos and you don't even know why you're sub, get the fuck out of my face. Like, I wish more people would unsub, because sub count is a very inflated value. It's a very inflated number. What else can we compare right now? Oh, here's a very funny example. Grieving Souls. I want to show you a very interesting comment in the most recent video of Grieving Souls. And right over here, someone said, where is this? Look like the usual viewership is back. No. It's because Grieving Souls is just a good show that my community resonates with, that people just want to watch. And yeah, the viewership is pretty good, right? 2.4k. You look at the chart, average typical in this period, it's fine. But what you don't realize is every other Grieving Soul video easily gets over 4k. So let's compare the previous videos. Let's compare this shit, right? Easily 5k. Look at the audience split. 57-42. Easy 4.4k. Look at the audience split. 55-45. And now with the shadow ban, what happens? Can you guys tell me that I'm like complaining for no reason? You guys can at least acknowledge that I have shown you so much different evidence at this point of so many different series, and I could go on and on and on. I honestly can. I am getting fucked by the YouTube algorithm, and it's really frustrating. But here's the good news. Here's some light at the end of the tunnel. And the light at the end of the tunnel is that I want you to look at this and notice something else. So here, February 2nd, something similar happened actually. Because this shadow ban is something I've experienced in the past. And at this point, I'm going to address why the copyright strikes don't play anything into this. Because back in February 2nd, I'm not sure how many people were also watching my content back then. But back in February 7th, as you see, you know, this is the same chart that I brought up before, right? Where we show you the drop and the drop here relative to the baseline, right? Relative to the baseline. What I want to show you is that back in February 7th, a similar drop happened here. Can you see? And at that point, basically what we were doing back then was Tensura content. And this is where now I've realized that I was wrong about my assumptions back then. Because back then, I was doing premiere features. So on YouTube, you can do like a premiere where a video is scheduled to go live and everyone can watch the video as if it's like a live stream and chat together. I thought it was a fun feature, so I was tinkering around with it. I basically used Premiere for every single example, and then shit just crashed. because I thought that maybe I abused the premiere too much and there was videos that was not performing very well when I was premiering each video. And I thought that, oh shit, I fucked up. Oh no, blah, blah, blah. I made a sob story community post saying it's over. I fucked up, but I'll get back. And even though back then, remember, you're looking at the blue and the purple lines here. If you guys don't know, remember, blue and purple is the browsing suggested videos, which make up the recommendations, the bulk of the recommendations. And I've had the same thing happen, this kind of crash. Can you see? It's kind of, I know it's really convoluted and it's really hard to tell, but you can clearly see that there's a significant crash here, right? Kind of like here too. But what I want you to know is that it's temporary. It's temporary because later on, if you zoom out, we continue to grow in 3-month cycles, right? We spiked here, right? Let's pick a green one. We spiked here. This is great. We spiked here as well, right? We spiked here, and we actually spiked here as well. And it's an upward trajectory, which is actually very good. But it's really frustrating when all you're doing is trying to put out the best work you can. And sometimes you just get hit in the back of the fucking head for no reason. Like, nothing was performing bad on a grand scale. Everything was looking good. Like, if I was putting out videos that was not performing over and over again, then I would expect to see a gradual decline, right? I would expect to see an overall decline in the projections. But that's not the case. You can see that there's always an upwards trajectory. But it just fucked me here. And why? Some people think that it's due to the copyright strikes. I don't think so. Because when I got hit back in February here, remember back in early this year, it already happened to me. I did not have any copyright strikes. And I did have copyright strikes somewhere around like this area. I forget exactly what it was. I think it was Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night. Kodansha and King's Records were going out of the way to strike Jellyfish. It didn't impact me at all. Now, then again, that was only one strike, and now I have 2 strikes. So you tell me just because it's 2 strikes that, you know, it's going to get better later on if the strikes wear out? At this point, I don't know. All I can do is theorize and hypothesize. And what I've realized was sometimes there is no meaning. Sometimes it just happens for no fucking reason. But that feels a little... It doesn't feel like I get closure out of that. So here's my interpretation of what's happening. And again, I'm just capping right now. No one knows what the truth is. The YouTube algorithm is a very mysterious thing. What I think happening right now is a recalibration phase. Just like what happened back here, and back here, I was fucking popping off, man. I was genuinely popping off with solo leveling. The January, bro, the viewership was fucking crazy. But we tanked. And I think it's because the algorithm is realizing that I'm doing a little bit too well. And call me cocky for saying that, but work with me. I think the algorithm thinks that we're exceeding what they think that we should be doing. And they're testing us. Stripping us of every tourist and seeing, does your core audience give a fuck about you? And sure enough, we passed that trial and we're given this shit back. That's my understanding. That it's like a recalibration. That there's so much different audiences watching this shit that they're stripping away the fat, all the excess noise of different tourists, and instead just like testing, are you doing well with your community? And once that is proven, we will simply repeat this increase, right? This increased trajectory all the way up. And when January hits, I think I'll be back stronger than ever. But again, it's just so fucking frustrating that I'm trying so goddamn hard. I'm trying so goddamn hard and YouTube just says, fuck you. It's so upsetting. Here's some other random examples too. Just to kind of show you what's going on, right? Even the quizzes, bro. How about a quiz? Sorry, what's it called? There's these videos too, right? Just one last thing. Anime voice quiz. We'll put the anime voice quiz up and we'll compare it to the quiz show that we did, you know, fucking, I don't know. Before the shadow ban. I think that, yeah, this quiz, right? Top 10 most no, this isn't a quiz. That's not a quiz. Where's the other quizzes, bro? Come on. Where are they? Bear with me. Bear with me. Come on. Where's the other quiz? Did I go through it already? Maybe I did. Oh, I guessed the anime opening. Okay. So, again, before the shadow ban, random quiz video. 50-50 split. Shadow ban, quiz video. 80-20 split. You don't believe me? One more. How about Danmachi? Danmachi is another good example. Let's see Danmachi viewership, bro. Look at this shit. Notice the difference in the drastic viewership here compared to everything else? Let's compare the last 4 videos together, right? One last time. And Danmachi is interesting because it's also, what's it called? Kind of tourist content. Look at the audience. 50-50 split. Audience. 50-50 split. Audience. 50-50 split. And everything before the shadow ban and after the shadow ban. Yep, that's it. That's pretty much it. I think at this point, there's nothing else that I can really say to convince you otherwise. If you think that I'm just complaining out of fucking nowhere, I think that you're actually retarded. There is no way anyone could disagree with me at this point. I've shown you literal fucking statistics. I've given you so much different examples, anecdotal and statistical evidence. I've also witnessed this happening back in February around this time. Remember, look at the drop in this area, right? That drop, I remember that shit. It was like overnight. It was like a kill switch overnight, bro. And it was also kill switch overnight. And many people say like, bro, the shadow ban on YouTube doesn't exist. You're just complaining for no reason. No. While I do believe that people that are stupid enough to think that a video that eventually starts to plateau thinking that's a shadow. No, this is the natural life cycle of any video. But this isn't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that the videos aren't even being shown to the greater audience. And you know what? That's fine. This only makes me want to work harder. Things have been a bit too easy for me recently. I need this nerf. It makes me want to grind even harder compared to what I was doing before. And the only way out of this is fucking forward. So I'm just gonna grind even harder and goddamn, we're gonna fucking pop off in 2025.